Hey friends, Wayne over here at the Ram Man Ink. Don't forget the ink. Well, working on this second design of the remote greasing hubs. So, made a little video and kind of did a teaser on the other design, but I think that I've homed in on this design. It's a little bit more effort out of me, but or us machine boys, but it works out best for everybody. So once again, drilling another hole through one of these unit bearing hubs is difficult at best. These are super high carbon steel. They're not super hard, but they're not soft either. I akin them to cast iron. So if we're going to drill through here all the way, like the ABS sensor, down to the bearing and down to the tone ring, that means we got to drill this and keep all the trash out of it. So, you know, you can multi-step coming through here. You can magnetize your hardware and tooling. You can come through and multi-step, and then you can get yourself some little micro tooling. Anyway, we ended up coming up with a way where we can pressurize the hub. There's ways where you can pressurize the hub, give you a general idea so that you've got back pressure. You can grease the drill bits, you can flush them when you get done, and then you can do a sweep with a super high powerful magnet, like a rare earth magnet, stick it in there and do a sweep for all the final debris. And voila, it's done. So here you have, right here, you have an 1/8" brass cast nipple elbow. So we multi-step coming through. We do a final with an 11/64. We jam this fitting down in there. It's pretty tight. I've come along, we played around with different hoses to transport our grease, whether it's fuel line, vinyl hose, butyl, you name it. Some of them flow better than others. Some of them are easier to get. This cheapo vinyl clear tubing has pretty low adhesion on the inside. It flows fairly well compared to maybe some rubber. So here's our rig, guys. Not a whole lot to it. So we've got the fitting installed. Went ahead and tied it on there with a safety wire. Some of you gearheads out there know what mechanics wire is. You can tie you up some little fittings, safety wires. See our hub? There's the fitting installed. So, I have to do this because I had this one old man write in when I first did all the locking hubs. He's like, well, I don't know if that's going all the way to the bearing or not. I don't know if there's grease going through your hose. I was like, man, you a stupid old man. Call me up with some stupid shit like that. So now, since stupid old man did that to me, I gotta show everything for all the stupid people. We have a grease gun here. It's a smaller grease gun, easier to use. Get up underneath your truck. I've outfitted it with one of these big needles, which I'm gonna give people along with it. Sawed off the end to increase the flow. We can see that it's screwed onto a smaller grease gun. It's smaller grease gun's easier to use, easier to get up underneath that truck, a lot cheaper. 25 bucks, you get a whole grease gun and 3 of these little mini tubes, and you can just go to town. These unit bearing hubs, these are compact. There's not a lot of room in there. They don't take a whole lot of grease. So, anyway, we got to do this for stupid old man. Okay, here's a piece of vinyl hose. I'm going to go real slow because, you know, we've got some back pressure. We're trying to pump a bunch of grease. You know, we's reducing our ID. So, do you see that, old man? Okay, do you see that, old man? Look good. Let's do it again. He'll say I photoshopped it. There you go, old man. Grease is coming out of the tube. I promise you, you can take it to the bank. You can bet your grandkids it's coming out. I promise you. Okay, so now. So I think we've got that idea, right? So, well, so we know the grease goes through the tube. I just need to take my time and pump grease in my hub. Now, you'll look, gang. Now I'm taking my time. I want you to look here and see that the grease is blowing out of the ABS port. Can we see that grease? Yes, Assistant Kate, would you give them a close-up and show these people that grease is blowing out of the ABS port? All we're doing is just taking our time. Voila. There you go, Assistant. Go ahead and put the camera back in its original position. Alright. So, I think we figured out how to do it. The ease on the end user, you're gonna need to have you a grease gun. I'm gonna supply you with a cut-off fitting. So you'll just need to screw it onto a small grease gun. Hub's gonna come with that attached, gonna come with a piece of fuel line, and I'll even include, yeah, you know, I'm all about 100% like my old man, you know. I used to always say, get home from Home Depot with a screen door or something, he'd just go ape shit because some nut was missing. So, there we go, we're gonna supply you with some safety wire so that you can you can tie those on so they won't come off, and you can even use one and you can put it around your grease gun to hold it on your little needle. If you're one of those that needs all the assistance you can get, which is about me in this day and age. So, there you go, my friends. Now, old man, I better leave that. I was gonna wipe it off. Old man, tell me that's Photoshop. Didn't ever put no grease in that hub. Stupid old man. God bless you. God bless America. Oh, I forgot. Now, you guys understand that you can route this tubing anywhere you want. I mean, I'll show it to you mounted up, but here you go, my friends. This is remote greasable hubs. That's as easy as it'll ever get. If you can't do that, as my old man used to say, you don't deserve a vehicle. God bless you, God bless America, and happy trucking and greasable hubs.